birthday reading, rising sign or moon sign, right? Welcome, stars. We don't have any stars out tonight. Even in the darkness, we bring our own light. You can listen for your birthday, you can listen for your moon sign, and you can listen for your rising sign. The difference is the house location that'll be in. Pisces, March, new moon. It is a magical, mystical, metaphysical time. Magicians of magic, of creating, of inspiration, of praying, of meditation, of Christ consciousness, of unity, of interconnectedness. That means the sun and the moon are together. So Pisces is the energy that escapes. It disappears. Now you see me, now you don't. That's Piscean. It is the magician. Aquarius ascendant, Aquarius rising, this Pisces new moon is happening in your second house of money, of income. So this is all going to be about the 5D, which is that which cannot be seen, right? That which we cannot hear. That which we hear, but not with this ear. That which we hear, but with our inner ear, with our higher ear, with our higher heart, our higher mind. Nature. Maybe you will be more involved in nature. Maybe you will no longer be, wherever. Maybe you'll decide to be out in nature more often. So you'll be secluded. It's really a time of solitude because it's the Pisces new moon. It's going within. It's understanding the unity. It's understanding the connectedness. Even though we don't have to physically be around each other, we can feel each other. Pisces is the sponge. Pisces dissolves physical 3D energy. Pisces is also the actor, so maybe you will dress differently, right? Your appearance may change. Pisces energy, remember their ancient ruler was Jupiter, doing something that has to do with sound and poetry. So maybe you'll be performing your poetry. Maybe it's all about being psychic, but being a medium. Maybe you'll be doing readings for people, right? It's Piscean energy. Do you do tarot readings? Let's not forget Pisces is also about sacrifice. Who's willing to help with people in ways where it's like volunteer? Piscean energy can dissolve our physical and our material. Remember, Pisces is the feet. All right. So that's good to know because there might be something about your footing that's changing, right? Piscean likes to be in the water. So this would be a good time to make sure that water is involved on your new moon wishes. This is all about the mystical, the magical, and the possibilities for miracles. So what does that mean? New money, new income, the possibilities. Now, when we do the new moon readings, if you have something at the degrees, the 12 degrees, keep that in mind. It happens at 12 degrees. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 degrees gives you the possibility for a new form of income. If it's in Pisces, are you working within an institution of any kind? So what kind of institutions? Well, back in the day, old astrologers would say, this was prisons, right? Could be prisons, could be hospitals. What I've learned is it's anything that's big. When I was working at Amazon, that was Pisces because the place was huge. It had a lot of people in it, right? The warehouse had a buttload of people. When I worked at a bakery, it was the same way. I worked for an institution that supplied food to a lot of people, right? That's Piscean energy. It could be with theater though, right? If you're doing anything that's theatrical. It could also be, let's not forget about Pisces energy representing substances. So alcohol, or could even be drugs. So we say doctors, nurses, right? That's also pharmacy. Thank you. I heard pharmacy. But that's also Piscean energy. So a new form of income because it's the second house, or it's a new value of yours, right? Are you all of a sudden like, let's have a drink, right? Is there something new that you're incorporating into your life? Because it's a Piscean thing, but it can be some spiritual stuff, right? It can be the kumbaya. It can be meditative. It can be psychic, but more mediumistic, which is connecting to the other side and bringing in messages. Piscean energy is volunteer work, but not so much in the second house because in the second house, that's how you get paid, right? It's just a new value. Maybe you'll start writing, creating poetry. Maybe you'll have people come into your life that are poetic, right? Because it's Pisces. Maybe you will become the poet. Maybe you will start becoming more into movies, watching more movies. All of a sudden that holds a value for you. Remember, it's also sci-fi and make-believe, but it's also politics possibly. But again, let's not forget that energies, right, are extreme because you could be operating at this end or this end. Right? And why do I say that? Because I know I have a friend She shows up in the Saturday Night Lives all the time, and she can't stand when I talk about politics, right? She would rather I talk about the fantasy and the sci-fi. Matter of fact, she's like, where's the aliens? Where are the aliens? Because that's over here. Politics would be at the opposite end, right? This is the reality we don't want to deal with, right? Sci-fi and fantasy is over here, right? And some would say, well, aliens are real. Why are you going to put them over there? Well, because the argument would be, well, show me the alien. Where's the proof, right? And that's the whole point about astrology, is it's the science of wholes. WHOLE. It's holistic. It's solid, right? It's all of that and more. So we can operate at each end. Or as we age, we find out that when we stop swinging at the extremes, we eventually are, when we swing, we end up swinging right in the middle, which is what we're always shooting for. We're always shooting for operating in the middle, because that's a little bit of this and a little bit of this. It's operating in a balanced way. It's a Christ consciousness, it's idealism, meditation, creating meditations, becoming a person who's doing meditations. This will be a value for you, right? This will be a value. Now, if you don't have anything at that degree, all right, you're still feeling this strongly, folks, because we've got Jupiter at 14 degrees at this time. And so Jupiter will be highlighting Piscean themes until June, okay, until June of this year, 2022. Tapping into those higher frequencies and letting it flow freely from your being. Express, share, radiate, and shine, because you are the divine.